My name is Dr. Donna McCartan-White. I am a fellow in the American Academy of Experts in Traumatic Stress, and I am also certified by the Green Cross Foundation as a certified compassion fatigue educator and therapist. Why I agreed to be part of this video is I experienced a loved one in my own family who was actively suicidal. As a healthcare professional, it was devastating. So often this subject is cloaked in secrecy and shrouded in stigma. We need to bring this topic to the forefront. Many definitions of compassion fatigue exist, but an easy way to understand is to recognize that it is a form of secondary traumatic stress disorder that develops over time in a person that is caring for or caring about a person who is suffering. Compassion stress may evolve because that person is compassionate and it takes a toll, whether they are a family member, a provider, educator, or caregiver. Compassion stress may exhibit symptoms in the context of caring for the person who suffers. We speak of suffering in the context of suicidality, hopelessness, and depressive states. Secondary trauma is when a person bears witness to or absorbs the trauma of another person. Looked at and studied by Joinson and Dr. Charles Figley, they define 6 domains: the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, interpersonal, and behavioral changes. These changes in the educator, provider, loved one, family member are often referred to as the transformational worldview. And the priority for that educator, provider, or family member, and the loved one is self-care. Why you chose to help others? Ever think about the rewards of it? Why do you continue even when you're exhausted? Do you regret anything? How often do you think about what you do and the impact that it has on who you are and what you do for a living? Are you a family member? Are you a caregiver? Are you an educator? So you have to look at the definitions of burnout, compassion stress, compassion fatigue, secondary traumatic stress, and what is vicarious traumatization. It's also important to understand that there's a new term called post-traumatic embitterment. Can you have them all? Actually, you can. And I know the feeling of living with these feelings and being overwhelmed and wanting to run or be left alone. I know firsthand what it means to be afraid and to potentially lose someone you love. You have to nurture. We feed others. Every day we help clothe people, we help people in various ways, and we care for others in our lives and community. We meet the needs of people other than ourselves in some way. When you get sick, what happens to your home and your household? Does it change? So what is your average day like? Whom do you talk to about the stress? Does anyone in your life seem to care about your stress? What do you worry about and what keeps you awake at night? Emotional intelligence and resilience really speaks to an individual who is responsible, positive, self-reliant, committed, socially skillful, and socially and intellectually competent. That person is able to plan, be resourceful, and has an inner strength to bounce back from problems in areas of issues of concern in their life. Healthy strategies for educators, for loved ones, for families are survival techniques, assertiveness training, learning how to present their personal views without aggression, health promotion, taking care of yourself, learning self-health care, adaptation and goal surrender, learning to roll with the punches, cooperation and affiliation, and social glue bonding. Who is it that you network with? Who do you have in your life that you can trust? More healthy strategies are therapy, individual or group therapy, EAP consultation in the workplace, creation of a quiet or sacred area. A Take 5 room is a program developed years ago where a nurse put a chair in a room and we would listen to birds, rain, or the ocean. After 15 minutes and blood pressure studies, what was noted is that we all were able to relax. Study groups, yoga, exercise, breathing techniques, good nutrition, stress email forums. In good nutrition, let me just revert back to say that what they're recommending in the newest research is less white refined carbohydrates. Stress reduction programs, stop watching mindless TV. It's for you to define what mindless means. Decrease noise in your life. Cherish silence. 15 minutes a day is what the recommendation is for all of us to have. And compassionate writing or journaling. Small stuff for us is choose our attitude every day. Listen with your ears and your eyes. Strive for integrity, not fame. We're not all going to be famous. Adhere to your own advice. Cherish tranquility, learn to be still, and rest without guilt. When the first words out of your mouth are, "I'm just too busy," that's when you need it the most. And finally, I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself, and if you like the company that you keep in the empty moments. That will help define your personal philosophy.
My name is Miss Frances Clark. I've been a teacher at an elementary school for like 10 years. Look, don't become a teacher because you think it will be easy or because you may like kids, because it's not easy. And when you get to teaching 10 years, you probably don't like half the students or their parents. Don't get me wrong, I love teaching. And I still hope to make a difference. But I could do without all the other stuff. The focus of education has just changed so much. Now everything is all about tests and performance. And let me not even get started on the office politics. The silos, the large class sizes, the data points, new mandates every year, and an overall lack of professional development and support. I'm just tired of it. It's so bad that today, when grading a homework assignment during free period, one student wrote in response to the following question: you know, whereas before I may have just laughed this off, today I cried. I don't think anything I'm doing is actually making a difference.